Well, I want to start off by congratulating Trevor Hoffman by making it to the Baseball Hall of Fame. That means we're going to be the second story tonight, and I don't mind that. So congratulations, Trevor. Feels good to get a win. You know, when you're riding a 3-game losing streak, you know, the kids are frustrated, the coaches are frustrated, but all you can control is what you can control, and that was hard work and practice. I told them we're going to have to work our way out of this. And to their credit, we had 2 really good days of practice leading into this game, and I think that was reflected in our performance. Very excited that we had 25 assists on 35 baskets. We're playing the game the right way. And I said this on the radio show after the game. You know, it's hard and odd to talk about Aztec basketball being led by their offense. But I thought today we made a step forward defensively. And maybe it wasn't reflected in some of the shooting percentages they had in the second half, but I think we became a lot more committed defensively over the last 2 days. And that's kind of been the trademark of Aztec basketball is tough, hard-nosed defense. And we weren't there for 40, but we're getting there. I talked about the losing streak a little bit, and I told them the best team in the Eastern Conference in the NBA, the Boston Celtics, are on a 4-game losing streak. It happens in basketball. And so we can't obsess over that. We just have to continue to stay with what we do, believe in the process, and play our way out of it. And we did tonight. So hopefully we can go into Vegas on Saturday and try to string a streak of our own together. We know it'll be a tough environment against a real rival team, and so we're excited for that opportunity Saturday.
Talk about Max. 2 games ago, he's in the doghouse. Now he has 20 points.
Yeah. I think when I say kids, but they're young men, but it's like dealing with kids. When you have your own kids at home, you know at times they're going to be frustrated. So you try to help them out of that frustration. And Max, after the Boise game, was frustrated. He only played 10 minutes, and his frustration was that he felt he could do so much more to help the team. And I told him that's my choice when I play you and how much I play you, and you can help the team. And so to his credit, he practiced his way out of it. Did not play, and then he played well at New Mexico, and I told him after shoot-around today or after pregame that I told him tonight I thought he would have his best game as an Aztec. And if it wasn't, it was close to it. So I just know Max is getting in his rhythm. He's just starting to scratch the surface of what he's going to do. And if he continues to play like this, we're going to be hard to beat when he's that good offensively and then obviously defensively and rebounding. So Max is an important piece to our team, and it was good to see him come out and be rewarded for the work he's put in.
Anything else for Coach?
Have you ever seen an opposing coach walk out on the floor like that?
I don't think so.
Have you ever done that?
No, but I'm only a first-year coach. If I thought it helped his team, I might have followed right behind him and walked out there myself. You know, I love Larry. He's the best, you know, and so, you know, he's entertaining, but more than entertaining, he's a really, really good basketball coach. So I'm a big Larry Eustace fan.
Just talk about the decision on that you were going to play Trey and then how many minutes he was going to play and how you managed that.
He didn't talk to me, but he talked to Dave Velasquez a little bit and thought he could go 20 to 25 minutes tonight. So I didn't really follow it. I think we did a good job of getting him out 2 or 3 times in the first half and then early in the second. He played longer in the second in a stretch because they took a timeout and then we had another TV timeout. So we had 2 timeouts in the first 4 to 6 minutes. So he was able to play a longer stretch in the second half. I was able to leave that first unit in longer because of the timeouts that were taken. So I thought he was fresh throughout, and I thought he looked really athletic. He went down the baseline, dunked that ball. So I think he's feeling good. He's getting over that ankle sprain, that thigh bruise, and then obviously we all know he had basically the walking pneumonia for 2 or 3 days. So he's done a good job, you know, fighting his way through all that to have maybe his best performance in the conference this year.
How do you manage that going forward, knowing that, you know, he's still going to be a little bit of the debilitated state? Like he just said right now, he's like, I guess it's like, obviously he's tired.
Yeah, we can't lose the game Saturday by overworking the team the next 2 days. So we have to be very strategic on how much we practice, what we feel is necessary to do to win the game, but without thinking we have to be out there for 2.5 hours. So we'll rest the guys' legs that played the most minutes and get the guys that didn't play some extra running and try to piece a game plan together over the next 2 days to go in and give ourselves a chance to beat the Rebels.
Just expand quickly on what you meant by improving on defense. I mean, obviously people are going to look at the numbers and say they shot 48%. That's pretty much what teams have been doing to you lately. What did you see in particular that gave you encouragement?
It was more that it was a conversation we were having in timeouts. Instead of talking about what we need to do offensively, it's like, you know, we have to be committed defensively. That's the theme we were delivering. So whether we got the total performance we wanted, we had them at least thinking that way, thinking more about defense than offense. And so that's just a mindset. So we have to continue to create buy-in that if they defend and rebound, then they're going to be hard to beat because the offense is functioning at a high level right now. So we have to continue to tell them that defense and rebounding are going to be the things that give us a winning streak. It's not going to be offense. It's going to be our defense and our rebounding. So we're trying to deliver that message in every timeout and every practice.
Do you think sometimes when teams get rolling offensively, they sort of relax defensively, thinking, well, we'll just go down and score in the basket?
It felt that way a little bit tonight, but then every timeout, every dead ball, we just continue to say we have to get stops. We have to get stops. And then I told the team, you know, I put on the blackboard, you know, we can't obsess over the last 5 minutes of games because the last 3 games went to the last 5 minutes. I said we have to concentrate on playing 40 minutes. And then if we play 40 minutes, we won't have to worry about the last 5 minutes because we'll be far enough ahead. And so that's a byproduct of our New Mexico game. I thought to come out the second half against New Mexico after watching tape, really lackadaisical defensively. We weren't intense and tough, so we've been preaching that message that quit obsessing about the last 5 minutes and worry about the total 40. And if you do that, we'll have nothing to worry about. That's not to say we're not going to have games that go to the last 5 minutes, but we're trying to play, instead of worrying about the last 5, we're worrying about playing a more consistent 40 minutes. And I thought we got closer to that tonight.
You said before the game that the big reason you guys beat Colorado State the first time is because you made a lot of three-pointers and you expected them to be on their guard against that tonight. Well, you made more three-pointers tonight. What was going on from behind the arc?
You know, I thought Max, because of the way they guarded, they put the center on Max, you know, and they put their power forward on Malik. So that was Jalen too. So I just thought, you know, a stretch 4 being guarded by their center would have opportunities to sneak out to the perimeter and get some open threes. So we ran some stuff to get him some threes. You know, we refused some ball screens and try to throw back to him. So once Max gets going, we ran a baseline out of bounds for him, and they had the center on him. You know, so we curled him around and got him out to a 3. And then once he gets going, once he sees one go in, you know, all he has to do, he doesn't need much space at that point. And so, you know, we knew the matchup would be there, and we thought we'd get threes from that position. The other ones were basically on unselfish play. They weren't sets to get them. They were guys that were driving and then moving the ball and kicking the ball one more. And the unselfish play got all the other threes.